Hello viewers, Masquera say. Welcome to African Beyond Television Network. With you here is Ronald Wekwamakusha. So there is a shocking video which is circulating on social media. ZANU PF leaders claiming that they have an instruction to murder Nelson Chamisa, and he was educating the people how the slogan "Pasina Ningi" mean. So you can actually see that it's now shocking that Zimbabwe is escalating in a very difficult into a very difficult nation. So you can actually see that we are no longer safe in the nation of Zimbabwe. Politicians are no longer safe. People who are calling for human rights to be respected are no longer safe. So I don't want to waste your time. I want to get into this video quickly so that we get to the conclusion of this matter. So it's so shocking that we have people who are calling for the murder of leaders of other political parties, and it's quite disturbing.
Kati tisi pasi na mzore wakura kuti mzore wangadi kati pasi no muroi kuna kuti muroi ngadi kati pasi no mutengesi kuna kuti adi kurawe kudofa vari mausisa zvarewa warairo tikati pasi na Chamisa kuti ngaurawe ukangwa kuti pasi na mashanika unobva kuti mai mfana mashanika une ngaurawe ani masu wisamini yacho mai waka kana vobvumira muchiziva kuti ndiri kuti ngana ngadi ngafe pasi netipusi pasi na Chamisa asungeta zvake zvisina vana vake trakutenda pano pakaipa vambembene ZANU PF.
So it's so sad that 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 that
pamberi nezanu yakaisha zizanu mauzisa kati tisi pasi na mzore wakura kuti mzore wangadi kati pasi no muroi kuna kuti muroi ngadi kati pasi no mutengesi kuna kuti adi kurawe kudofa vari mausisa zvarewa warairo tikati pasi na Chamisa kuti ngaurawe ukangwa kuti pasi na mashanika unobva kuti mai mfana mashanika une ngaurawe ani masu wisamini yacho mai waka kana vobvumira muchiziva kuti ndiri kuti ngana ngadi ngafe pasi netipusi pasi na Chamisa asungeta zvake zvisina vana vake trakutenda pano pakaipa vambembene ZANU PF.
So I hope and believe that I fixed my audio, and I don't know if you can hear me. Can you please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear? So it's so said that we have stooped to so low to an extent where people are now calling for the murder of other opposition leaders, just like that, and no action is being taken by ZANU PF, no action is being taken by ZEC. Why? They know very well that they are dealing with a regime which they must protect at all costs. So they are trying to protect their looting. They are trying by all means to make sure that they keep looting and they don't remove each other from the massive looting of our resources. So it's so sad, Zimbabwe. This is the situation we have, and we need to approach or to face this situation as it is. We need to thank you very much, Stembiso, for confirming. So we need to face this system as it is. We need to make sure that we are fighting this struggle as it is, because it's no longer funny. It's no longer something which is acceptable anymore. You cannot talk of saying pasina ningi kana chiti pasina ningi tiri kutiuraya. You cannot teach your supporters to do that. You cannot call for the murder of a leader like that. We disagree with the president who is there, President Emerson Mnangagwa, but we have never called for the murder of him. We have never called for the murder of President Mnangagwa. We disagree with the ZANU PF comrades, but we have never called for the murder of ZANU PF comrades. Why are they calling for the murder of our own leaders? Why are they mobilizing to murder, to kill our own leaders? That is so sad. That is a sad situation which cannot be tolerated by any progressive Zimbabwean. That is something which is so shameful. Every person with common sense must be embarrassed and be ashamed. Must be ashamed. You cannot call for the murder of a leader just like that. To mobilize people kuunganidza vanhu kuvaudza kuti urayai Chamisa. How? What are you teaching your children? What are you teaching your young kids, your young boys, your young girls? What are they learning from you? The youth of ZANU PF, what are they learning? What are they learning if somebody is publicly calling for the murder of leaders just like that? What is going to be the kind of Zimbabwe, what kind of Zimbabwe are we going to build with such kind of people? What if you are murdered before? What if somebody you are trying to murder retaliates or defends himself and kills you instead? Because the laws of Zimbabwe allows everybody to defend himself. What if somebody defends himself and you all wafa? What will happen? So we don't need anybody who calls for violence in this country. We don't need violence. We don't need bloodshed. We don't need to lose blood or lose lives because of politics. Why do you call yourself educated when you are calling for the murder of people just like that? You call yourself progressive. You call yourselves zvirikufamba, but you are calling for the murder of other people. You loot resources each and every time. You don't even care about that. So these are ignorant supporters who support looters. They are supporting and defending looters. And they are fighting somebody who wants them to live a better life. Somebody who wants them to have access to hospitals. Somebody who wants them to have access to clean water. Somebody who wants them to have access to better schools for their children. Somebody who wants to end food poverty in their homes. Somebody who wants to give them reasonable pensions. This is the person they want to kill. What kind of elders are you? Shameful ZANU PF idiots. What kind of leaders are you? So I'm going to play this video for the last time. My heart is bleeding. I'm not so happy. I'm going to play it for the last time. Then we get to the conclusion. I'm not so happy with such a behavior. I'm not.
Kati tisu pasi na mzorewa kuna kuti mzorewa ngadi.
Kudosa.
Kati pasi no muroi kuna kuti muroi ngadi.
Kudosa.
Kati pasi no mchengezi kuna kuti adi.
Kudosa.
Akurawe.
Kudosa.
Walipa usisa zarewa kwa hiyo. Tikati pasi na Chamisa kuti ngaurawe. Ukamba kuti pasi na mashanika. Uno zati maimbana. Mashanika une ngaurawe. Ani masu wisamini yacho. Mai waka. Kala vofumira mjisa kuti ndiri kuti ngana ngadi. Gafe. Pasi leti pusi. Pasi na Chamisa. Asungeta zake.
Uzina bana bake.
Captain. Pano pakaipa. Pambembele ZANU PF.
So honestly, Team Zimbabwe, we really need action in Zimbabwe. We really need serious people in Zimbabwe. We cannot continue to give these elders such ningi leverage kutaura zvavanoda. Vanowana kupi magatsi ekudaro. We really need to be united as citizens. That is the reason why you saw in 2008, these are the people who were murdering our people, vaita short sleeve, long sleeve our people in 2008. These are the same people. Ipa papa ukamira nako kamudhara ukati mudhara ngatirowane fight. Hakamiri fight newe papa. Pauri kuti ngafe, uri kuda kuti ani auraye. Uri kukwehesa mwana womwe munhu. Iwo wachembera wakaharawa. And you are coercing somebody's child. So you can actually see that it's now embarrassing. It's now embarrassing. How is President Emerson Mnangagwa going to lead this country from 2023 to 2028 as he claimed? How is he going to lead when he is going after CCC people? When he is going after CCC cadres? Who does he want to lead? Who? Because when you murder us, we are the majority. The people who support Nelson Chamisa, we are the majority. So whether you rig the elections or not, how are you intending to lead this country? How are you intending to lead it? How? He must be clear. Kuti urukuda kuitonga sei kwenyika. Urukuda kuitonga sei nyika. When you are calling for the murder of your opponents, when you are calling for the murder of the leaders of the opposition in your country, you are calling for the murder of a leader of an alternative, a man who is speaking against corruption, a man who is speaking against incompetence, a man who is speaking against looting. President Nelson Chamisa is not against individuals. He is against looting, incompetence, corruption, murder of opposition political members. This is what he is against. But somebody is calling for his murder. Unorara say, how do you sleep at home? How do you sleep? Zinobata say hope. Zinobata say. So you have taken us for a ride for a very long time now. The question is, what will happen if people decide to retaliate? If people decide to fight you back, what will you do? What will you do if people decide to fight back? What will you say if people decide to fight back? So you can actually see that we need to talk to our parents who are in the rural areas. We need to talk to them. We need to put some senses in them. These are the same parents who are kuchengetwa nevana vari kutambura vari kuSouth Africa. Vana vachitiza kupiswa namatai every day, vachitambudzwa every day, so as to take care of their fathers. Yet their fathers are nikompumps. Taking care of a nikompump. Just imagine. You are a son or you are a daughter of such a father. You are taking care of that man, and that man is inciting violence, is inciting murder on an opposition leader who wants to liberate the country. Just imagine being abused in South Africa. Some of you were raped going to South Africa. Some of you are being raped while in South Africa, while in UAE, while in diaspora. Some of you are going under harsh conditions to take care of this kind of fathers. And this is embarrassing, honestly. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. If this man was my father, I was going to disown him. Myself, I was going to say, this is not my father. I just imagine the audacity of an old man, as if sina muongo, as sina power, to go and say, kana tichiti pasina Chamisa tiri kutiuraya. Aiwa. Zimbabwe cannot stoop so low to such an extent because of people who don't think, by people who believe that they own Zimbabwe. We want to set the record straight. You may kill us, you may murder us, but you have to understand that you don't own Zimbabwe. I may die today, but tomorrow another young person will still rise, will still come and question you. There are a lot of people who came before us. The Lenmo Jongwes, they died. But when they died, they left a legacy. We still remember Lenmo Jongwe. When Lenmo Jongwe died, I was in grade, I think it's grade 5 or around grade 5, 6, 7 there, somewhere there. When Lenmo Jongwe died. Takatera motikari dzaLenmo Jongwe dzakuenda kuZhombe, takadzitera kunosvika kudhuze nekunoto netsoka. We were so young those days. We followed mota dzaNelson dzaLenmo Jongwe papa nezvima Nissan nezvima hardboard so. Why? Because he stood for the freedom of this country. He stood for the freedom of the people of Zimbabwe. Lenmo Jongwe was the household name in Kwadzana. Lenmo Jongwe was the household name in Kwadzana. Even at school, you could hear teachers speaking about Lenmo Jongwe. That is the reason why we had to follow Lenmo Jongwe when we were so young. We followed Lenmo Jongwe for kilometers. Tikadzoka kumba kwadoka. Tikabvunzwa manga muri kupi tichida kurohwa tikati tatatera motikari dzaJongwe. Ani muruzona. And that was because Lenmo Jongwe is somebody wekuti aiti kana akamira achitaura you could hear kuti there is a leader who is speaking. That is Lenmo Jongwe for you. Yet we have somebody in this day and era who is calling for the murder of leaders. It's so shameful. Very shameful. How can you call for the murder of a leader? So we cannot tolerate this. We are not going to tolerate this. We are not going to tolerate this nonsense. We are not going to let them do whatever they want. I believe that we have tolerated them enough. And one day, Gavari Chadambura Msungo. Gavari Chadambura Msungo, one day. One day is one day. Vanhu vanodzorera. Vanodzorera vanhu. Wajaira kurowa munhu asingadzorere. One day unoshamisika munhu achikudhinda achikudzorera. Because people are not happy. People are not happy at all. We are not happy. Somebody thinks that we are comfortable with this kind of life we are living. Somebody is comfortable elsewhere. Just because you are looting from our resources, just because you are plundering, you believe that everybody else is comfortable. I was speaking about this Panunetsa guy. You can actually see the arrogance of these boys, of these guys. When they sit in their meetings, they believe that they are there for centuries. Not knowing kuti even if mukaramba muripo for another 10 years, munofa. Munogona kuda kuti tinoramba tiripo, but you will die. Your days to die will come, and you will die. So you don't need to give yourself status ya mwari. No matter how powerful you are, don't give yourself a status ya Mwari, because God might kill you. God will kill you. Uchiti handiuraiwe nevanhu, handiuraiwe nezvimbwasungata. Hatizivi kuti pfuti dzoshandiswa sei, but Mwari vanokuuraya. Mwari havadi pfuti. God does have access yako kwauri iwewe, zvekuti in less than in a third of a second unenge wakutandadza. There are people, if they make prayers, if some people make prayers and they shed tears, honestly speaking, you will die an embarrassing death. Honestly speaking, this is so embarrassing. I'm angry today. You cannot go and incite people like that. What do you intend to benefit from the murder of Nelson Chamisa? What has he done? You rigged the elections in 2018. He tolerated you enough. You bragged about rigging 2008 elections. We tolerated you enough. We never bothered to fight you. We said it's okay. Let's wait for 2023 so that we can defeat you and take over power. But you still go and incite people to be violent against our leaders. Honorable Sikala is perishing in prison, and he has been taken away by mercenaries. Yet we have people who are calling for the murder of our leaders. So what if that leader tells his supporters to retaliate? What will you do? Given that you are now older dollars, you no longer have power to fight back. What if the military disappoints you? What if the people you are murukutemba navo vacho, what if they disappoint you? Because you never know what will happen. God might instruct somebody you don't even think of to do the worst. And you will see what you have never seen in your entire life. So I hope and believe that these guys are going to reconsider their ways. And we are going to watch and see what the government is going to do next. Because if Honorable Skala was arrested for saying ingozi yamo blessing ngaimukire vanhu vakamuuraya, when he was arrested for that, what more this person who is actually saying ngatitouraya, this person is saying ngatitouraya Nero, are we going to see him being arrested? Are we going to see ZANU PF taking responsibility of their actions? Are we going to see them taking responsibility of their actions? Probably not. Why? Vajaira kuti vano incite vanhu havatore responsibility yema actions avo. Not knowing kuti ukaona chingoma chakuririsa kwakuda kuendwa kwamvura yacheka makumbo, bhora rinonakidza rakupera, vakunakirwa naro kabhora rakupera, ukaona vakunakirwa naro so, ukaona vakunakirwa so zvakuda kupera. The time is now close. Ukaona vakuita zvavakuita izvi, the days are numbered. So Team Zimbabwe, let's remain vigilant. We must not be forced by these people to do the worst. We must not. But they must know that silence is not a weakness. You might kill us the way you want or the way you wish. You might beat us. You might do anything you want with us. You might loot as much as you want. But one day, hapana musi usingasviki. I believe in that Shona word, rinoti hapana musi usingasviki. Hapana musi usingasviki. That day shall come. That day shall come and you shall be hunted like mice. Uchashaya pekuwanda. You go into South Africa and the team rinenge riri South Africa rigoti ari pano. You try to go to Zambia. Zambia igoti ari pano. You try to go to Mozambique. Igoti ari pano. You try to go to Malaysia. Igoti ari pano. There are a lot of powerful people, very powerful people, who never thought that they will leave power, but they left power in embarrassing moments. During the embarrassing moments, Idi Amin was very boastful, calling himself names. Achizviti iye akanga achitori chimwe chimwari. Idi Amin believed kuti akanga achitori chimwe chimwari himself, but he died an embarrassing death. When he left power, akabva papower achimhanya kunge tsuro. And we still have people who still believe that the power they got from Sangomas is going to take them to 2028. We still have people vari kudya nemunjonjo kudzimba dzavo. Vanhu vasingazive chinonzi nyama kudzimba dzavo. Vanhu vasingazive chinonzi kurapwa muchipatara chakanaka. Vanhu vasingazive chinonzi kukwirawo mota yemwana wako. Vanhu vasingazive chinonzi kutengerwa trousers nemwana wako. These are the same people who are calling for the murder of Nelson Chamisa. You call for the murder of Nelson Chamisa. What you don't know, one thing you must understand is Mwari vanogona kuita sevakanyarara. Asi Mwari havadi kunzwa nyaya yerufu. Especially rufu kana ruri kurongwa neumwe munhu. Mwari havaifariri nyaya yekurongwa kwerufu neumwe munhu. Why? If you read the story of Haggai, panguva kanzi naHaggai achifa hake ndakumurega achifa hake, God was activated during that period of time because there was an issue of murder involved. So God might allow you to kill today, but will punish you severely. God will punish you severely. Vanhu vari kutadza kurara mudzimba, vari kutadza kuenjoya mari dzavari kuba. Mamwe mazimu eya evanhu vakafa ari kuvatera. You think the economy of Zimbabwe zvairi kuita izvi zviri extraordinary? You think zviri normal? This is not normal. What is happening is not normal at all. It's a sign. It's a clear sign. Yekutaura kuti kune dzimwe mweya dziri kuteera vanhu. Ukatarisa mangudya kachitaura unonyatsoona kuti kune mweya iri kuvhima vanhu yevanhu vakatourayiwa yakatsamwa kuti varume muri kuti chii kwemimi. Ukateerera Mutulika achitaura so, ukateerera chikwata chacho chese chichitaura unonyatsoona kuti ngozi chete. Ngozi chaidzo ngozi dziri kuvanetsa varume ava. Killers. But you will never see peace in your life. You will never see peace during your reign. This is a declaration we are making as young people. They must not see peace. They must not sleep in their homes. Havafaniri kurara. Ndosaka uchiona vazhinji vacho vachizoti kana vauya kuparliament kana kuti kugovernment business ndo paunoona rakurara. Kumba hadisi kurara. Hadisi kubata kana riri kumba. Rakuzorara rauya kuparliament. Rakuzorara rauya pamapublic gatherings. Kana riri rega harina rugare. Because rakauraya rakaponda. So we are not happy. I'm going to play this for the last time and I will then log out from this program. I'm just playing it for the benefit of those who can late.
tikati pasi na Chamisa kuti ngaurawe ukanga kuti pasi na Mashanyika unoziva kuti mai mfana Mashanyika une ngaurawe ani basi uisamini yacho mai waka kana vobvumira muchiziva kuti ndiri kuti ngana ngadi ngafe pasi netipusi pasi na Chamisa asungeta zvake
Usina bana bake.
tirakutenga pano pakaipa vambembere ZANU PF
aiwa kana kuri kusapota politics kwacho kana kwakudai varume kangatirege ngavarege madhara aya ngavarege kana kwakusapota politics kwacho kuchidaika ngavarege zvavo. So Team Zimbabwe, this is a clear sign that this struggle is not going to be easy. This is a clear sign that we are going to face a lot of obstacles because there are elements who believe in murder, who believe that they should shed blood for them to get into power. So you can actually see that this is their character, this is their behavior, this is who they are. Even from the liberation struggle, the way Chitepo was murdered, I don't believe that Chitepo was murdered by the Smith regime. He was murdered by these boys. Because the way Tongogara was killed, I don't believe that he was killed by the Smith regime. He was killed by these boys, by these people. Vanhu vese vakangozofa vachingozofa vatarisai maendero akaita vana Elliot Manyika, maendero akaita vana Border Gezi. You can actually see that our people were just dying like chicken. It's because somebody can just order your death. Akagara mu office so ngoti gafe utoro pass. It's because of this mentality evana. So we need to change the discourse. We need to make sure that every young person is registered to vote because they are prepared to do the worst. They are prepared to take us to kill everyone, to murder everyone, so that vanosara vakagarika. Dai vanga vasingatyi kuzosara vachiinvadwa nedzimwe nyika vangadai vakatibaya majekiseni ekuuraya tese takafa. It's just that vanhu vazotishandisa kana kukange kwakuita hondo vozotishandisa as mashield kutishandisa kutoenda kufront isusu macivilian vachizvidefenda nesu. But enough is enough. Let's register to vote in our numbers. Let's make sure that we defend our struggle, we defend our political organization. We are going to see what is going to happen next. So I'm going to come. There are more details. Somebody promised to send me some audios regarding Honorable Scala's matter. So in 10 minutes from now, I will be able to come back and give you more updates on Honorable Scala's matter. The audios about what really happened. I now have the audios. So in 10 minutes from now, I'm going to come back live with that issue of Honorable Scala. So ring the bell so that you don't miss out. Papa live. Ring the bell so that you don't miss out. And we need to cover these stories because if we don't, it's injustice to the incarcerated comrades. They are fighting for our freedom, they are fighting for our justice. So till we meet again in this episode 10 minutes from now, that is okay. Panapa Africa and Beyond Television Network, Tichinge Tichitaura, Pamsoro Penyaya, Honorable Scala and Honorable Godfrey Sichon.